Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Tommy Podcast, where I believe a healthy life starts with a healthy mind. So, if you're on the quest to improve your sleep quality, boost your positivity, enhance your English skills, and end your day with peacefulness, you are in the right place. So, what's the mindset I have for you today? How to become an irreplaceable person. First of all, please accept my apologies for not releasing any episodes for too long. I think it's been a month. I know it's just a convenient excuse, but still want to say sorry. But I'm here, I'm back. Tommy's back. This is the story of my friend a few weeks ago. He's in his 40s, a senior customer service officer. Some new hires had just joined the company, and he was very worried about the future. They are younger, they are more energetic, and especially they are more chancy. They speak fluent English, they adapt quickly to new things, and they utilize AI in their work really effectively. He fears being replaced by his new colleagues and not being considered a top employee as he once was. Have you ever encountered the fear of being replaced by your colleagues, your friends, or your team members, or even your family members? And this fear consumed a lot of your energy and affected your performance at work and also affected your family relationship. And if so, stick around because this episode is meant for you. I don't know if you have heard about the term Cronus complex. It's quite unfamiliar, but after I've known it, it's completely opened a whole new perspective for me. The Cronus complex describes the fear of being replaced. It impressed me because it perfectly explained what I was feeling in the past. This fear can drive us to take extreme actions to secure our position, whether in our jobs, relationships, or even within our families. It can cause significant stress and lead us to make decisions that might not be in our best interest. For example, back to the story of my friend. He tried to work excessively long hours just to secure his position in the eyes of his boss and to outshine his colleagues. And at the end of the day, he only felt exhausted, frustrated, and doubted his ability. So this episode is inspired by the thoughts of Huan Nguyen. Let's explore how we can overcome this fear and position ourselves as irreplaceable individuals. I believe each and every one of us has experienced this fear at least once in our lifetime. This fear can happen everywhere in our lives. For instance, in the family, we may fear of being overshadowed by our siblings in the eyes of our parents. At work, we might worry about being replaced by the younger, the more skilled employees, or even by technology and AI. In relationships, we could be afraid of being abandoned because our partner seems so perfect and we fear that someone better will attract them. Just want to let you know that the feeling that you have is normal. We all want to be special, we all want to be important and irreplaceable, and at least to a few people in our lives. And this is a very normal human need because we all want our existence to be acknowledged, to be seen, and to be valued. I believe no one wants to be replaced, but the truth is, life doesn't work out that way. Life doesn't focus on one person. It can remind me of the quote, "You are not a main character in everyone's story." So focus on you. You're the main character in your own story. So we might be good at something that we do, we may be important in some fields, but out there are so many people that they are doing just as well or even better than us. In this episode, I'll focus more on the workplace and how the fear of being replaced can impact our professional lives. We'll just be diving into some of the practical strategies to overcome this fear and become irreplaceable in our careers. I'm a positive guy, and I always look for the good in every situation, even the challenges or the difficulties that are coming to me. I always tend to see them as opportunities. So this fear often affects our confidence and performance, but looking at the bright side of it and having deeper understanding of it can turn it into a sort of motivation to try and achieve our goals. I'm so excited about this episode, and I'm sure that you are too. There are two types of fear of replacement: short-term substitution and long-term replacement. We're usually more about the long-term one, the second one, but let's talk about both. The first one, substitutional fear, occurs when someone temporarily takes over our role. This might happen when we are on vacation or taking a break. We worry that the person filling in for us might do a better job. We tend to be concerned about our worth and position. But we all know that this type of fear is not that significant because temporary replacements rarely have the same impact or knowledge that we have built over time. On the other hand, long-term replacement fear is more profound. This is the fear that someone will permanently take our place. It can be more daunting because it makes us question ourselves of who we are and what we're worth. This type of fear often leads to anxiety and can affect our performance and relationships. So, how can we overcome this fear and become irreplaceable? Here are some of the steps to consider. Number 1, focus on continuous self-improvement. It means always learning and growing in your field. Keep yourself updated with the latest trends and skills. When you're constantly improving, you become more valuable and harder to replace. Imagine yourself as a smartphone. If you regularly update your software and your apps, you remain efficient and valuable, for sure. A student of mine who works in digital marketing shared with me that although she's 45 years old now, she always takes online courses to learn new strategies and tools. And she's learning English with me, actually. Her dedication to learning has made her the go-to person for the latest marketing techniques in her company. So let's take myself as an example. When I first started teaching English, I hated using slides or incorporating AI into my lesson planning. Then I once talked to a colleague and I had a chance to see how she effectively applied these tools. And the class was really interesting. It went so smoothly, and it has opened my perspective on updating and embracing new methods. Now, every day before the lesson, I always try to find new ideas using AI and also take additional courses to improve my teaching techniques and skills. So, never stop trying, never stop learning is my tip. Learning from other people, learning from other sources. There will always be something for you to learn as long as you want. Second, build strong relationships. Whether at work or in personal life, strong relationships create a sense of loyalty and trust. When people value you for more than just your skills, you become irreplaceable in their eyes. Think of your favorite blanket. I have my favorite blanket too. It might not be the newest or the fanciest, but its comfort and memories associated with it can make it irreplaceable. Similarly, building genuine relationships at work ensures that your presence is valued beyond just your professional contributions. The question is, how to bond with others at work without constantly feeling the need to please them, especially your boss. So my best tip is to be authentic and do what feels right for you. Be sincere with everyone, whether they're good or bad, because there's always something to learn from each person. Don't keep things for yourself. Sharing is a key. Remember, we share to be shared, and what goes around comes around. Giving is the best way to connect with people around you. Third, be adaptable. The world is constantly changing, and those who can adapt are less likely to be replaced. Embrace the changes and be willing to learn new things. Flexibility makes you a valuable asset in any situation. As Charles Darwin once said, it's not the strongest of the species that can survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Embracing this mindset at work allows you to handle difficult challenges and roles and making you indispensable. This reminds me of my first job after graduating. I was offered a position on the concierge team at a quite famous 5-star hotel in the area. For those who haven't heard about this department, I'll explain real quick. The concierge desk is located usually next to the reception, where you do check-in and check-out. And our responsibility is to arrange transportation, like the pickup and drop-off car for you, offer the recommendations for you, like restaurants or spas or like some of the famous destinations for you. And also we do organize the recreational activities before and during your stays. And our mission was to ensure our guests have the best possible experience at the hotel. And of course, whatever job that we do, we all have ways to make the side income, right? And one of those was to persuade guests to visit high-commission restaurants and spas or tailor shops. If you work in hospitality, you definitely know this. Of course, we had to check the quality of these places beforehand. But even then, we couldn't always guarantee guest satisfaction. And yes, we made a lot of money from these services. So that is the reason why not so many people wanted to leave the department, even though they couldn't see any future working there. The only thing that they see is the money and uncertainty. I saw many talented colleagues of mine in their 40s and 50s who were always afraid of challenges and couldn't adapt to new things, and ultimately refusing to take on the new roles. When COVID hit, some of them lost their jobs because they couldn't adapt. It's a lesson that being open to change is really important. Fourth, demonstrate your unique value. Everyone has something unique to offer, and so do you. Take some time to think about what is special in you. Consider your skills and abilities or unique perspectives that make you stand out from the crowd. Identify what sets you apart and make it your strength. It's possible that you may not recognize your uniqueness immediately, but don't hesitate to seek feedback from those around you. They may offer valuable insights into what you excel at. This could be a particular skill or a way of thinking or an approach to problem solving. If you're still young, don't be afraid to explore. You may discover your unique value along the way. Last but not least, remember that blowing out someone else's candle won't make yours shine brighter. This is particularly important, especially in the workplace. While there might be conflicts and competitions during the workplace, but helping others grow is a key to healthy progress. By mentoring and supporting your colleagues, you not only foster a positive working environment, but also establish yourself as a leader. When you help others succeed, you create a network of people who value and respect you. Speaking of teamwork, at my first job on the concierge team, the hotel organized various programs to enhance understanding between departments. One program I particularly enjoyed was called cross-training, usually held during the quieter times like the off-seasons like winter. During the cross-training, team members from different departments would spend time working in each other's areas. This allowed us to experience the challenges and the tasks of other departments, fostering better collaboration and understanding. Overall, cross-training strengthened our teamwork and improved our job performance. Yeah, we're coming to an end of this episode. By listening to this episode and understanding the Cronus complex, I do hope you gain much more confidence because, the fear of being replaced is only that simple. You realize that addressing this fear is crucial for both personal and professional growth. by focusing on continuous self-improvement, building strong relationships, being adaptable, demonstrating your unique value, and helping others grow, you can truly become irreplaceable. Thank you for joining today's episode of Irreplaceable You. I hope you find these insights helpful. Remember, being irreplaceable is not about being perfect. It's about continuously adding value and making a positive impact on those around you. Keep striving to be the best version of yourself. Thanks again for tuning in. And if you enjoy the journey today, please hit the follow button on the platform that you're listening on. I can't wait to catch you in the next one. Until then,